Hi everyone. Well, Catherine Stubbs, I hope that your time does not come for quite a long time yet. Yeah. So that's, yeah. I was just reading Catherine. I think we'll wait for a few minutes and see if more people join or anything. And of course, you know, if anyone's got a question about their bubbers, you know the deal. Happy to take questions. Hi, Flora. We haven't had coffee in a couple of weeks. We'll have to do that. My arm's feeling a lot better than it was this morning, so I'm getting over the sore arm bit. Hubby's having a bit of a harder time of it, but just from the Pfizer, but he'll be okay. Who has a question? Does anyone have a question about their bubbers? Yeah, yeah, plenty of time to annoy people yet. Well, that's the news you want to hear, isn't it? Those little bubbers of yours keep your heartbeat strong. So, yeah. Now, of course, it's a pet special, so I'll be doing all things pets. Alive or past, you know. I should have got people to do a comment or something in the community page, but oh, you have a sinus infection. That sucks. They're horrible, aren't they? I get sinusitis, and oh, it hurts. I had a really bad case of sinusitis up in the Kimberley when I was working on a cattle station, and the whole right side of my face was like out here with the infection of my sinus tracts. So sorry for the yawn. So has anyone got a question about their bubbers? Yeah, every year. Yeah, September's horrible. September, October. September's the worst, I think, for most people. But yeah, October as well. Does our cat Cosmo miss her dog friend Sandy? Okay, Cosmo. So, Maureen, does Cosmo miss Sandy? A dog. They had a very strong bond, I think. Let's see. Just going to break the cards up a bit. In fact, I'm not going to use the cat deck for this one, even though we're talking about your cat Cosmo. I'm going to use the dog deck because, you know, we're talking about does Cosmo miss her dog friend Sandy. Hello, sweetheart. I'm hearing doors open and close. Hi, Laurie Kettle, Itchy. a reincarnate of your deceased cat, Sam. Let's have a look. The lorry kettle, Blaze. Lorry, okay. Is your cat. It's a cat scam, Blaze. The current cat is called Itchy, is it? And the past cat, deceased cat, you've got scam, but Blaze. So I'll just say the deceased cat. You'll know which cat you mean. So let's have a look. Does Cosmo miss Sandy? And yes, I know I'm reading about a cat, but her dog companion. What have we got here? Sky Alpha female. Was Sandy a female dog? She does feel the loss keenly. Hi, Em. The High Priestess. It's between dark and night. Now, Sandy wasn't a female. Okay. Well, the Sky Alpha female is like really sharp and a real loss. It's the Queen of Swords. And the High Priestess. You know, animals are so different. The Emperor. I'm getting a huge yes. I'm getting a huge yes that, yes, Cosmo does miss her friend or his friend. Her friend. Sandy sort of was a grounding for her. It was it was a big part of her life, losing her friend. We've got also the Mage, which is the Magician, and the Empress. So we've got a lot of real feminine energy here. And a lot of masculine energy with the Emperor and the Mage. Yes, does miss it very much. It's like Sandy was half of herself, was, you know, a big part of her. Without Sandy, she feels like there's stuff missing. Yeah, misses him terribly. Sometimes feels a little bit lost, I think. So extra cuddles. Hi, Shelby, Lisa. Extra cuddles, Maureen. Yeah. She does miss Sandy. Oh my goodness. How many dogs are with your husband? Goodness. Every dog he ever owned, I think. How many dogs? With Pamela. husband. Hi, Ewart. So I'll just do a couple of quick cards with the cat deck on Cosmo. How does Cosmo feel? Yeah, like she's lost a partner. She's lost a partner. Lost just another half of herself. It's not as comfortable and as stable for her as it used to be. Extra cuddles, I think. It's yeah. Okay. Now your cat, Laurie. Is your cat Idgie? I love that name. A reincarnation of a previous cat called Scam or Blaze. So let's have a look. Is Idgie the reincarnation of another cat? Guides at the highest truth and compassion. Nine of Wands. Pretty sure that's Wands. I'll just have to get the book out just to make sure I got the symbols right. Into belly rub. Yeah, the Wands. Nine of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. It's like, no, not a reincarnation. They both love belly rubs. The reason I said belly rubs, Blaze, hey, is because there is a spread in this called the mandala, otherwise known as the belly rub. But there's something like shared knowledge between. I haven't. That maybe Blaze might pop in from time to time and sort of like do this, mentoring her. Four of Cups. Blaze wasn't ready to come back. So we've got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. But yeah, it's like Blaze is happy where he is. But hi, Kathy W. King of Swords and Queen of Cups. Animals are not judged. They're pure souls and they're gorgeous. And the King of Swords, it's like this is how you avoid prosecution and ending up in mum's bad books. Sort of like it there, pops in now and then and says hello. And also, Blaze is still very protective. So I don't think Edgy is a reincarnation of Blaze, but I do think that maybe Blaze pops in now and then, maybe gives Edgy a bit of a hint as to how to get on mum's good side and avoid the prosecution scowl or something. I think Edgy gets away with a lot because Edgy reminds you of Blaze, but I don't think she's Edgy is a reincarnation. But it wouldn't surprise me if Blaze popped in from now, not just to mentor Iggy if you want, but to keep an eye on his mum. So, yeah. So, there you go, Laurie. Iggy's not a reincarnation of an earlier cat, but definitely he's getting some inside info. 2 of Pentacles on how to manipulate mum. Okay, Pamela Bryant asks that her husband passed in 2016. Always a hard thing. Hi, Martha M. Lulu and Duke, you love them dearly, need to understand what is happening to them. I have a hard time with them using different training gadgets. Lulu and Duke. How long have you had them? Different training gadgets. There you go, Mother, and I've written you down your question. Can't get that last word written down. Gadgets. There we go. 8 years and Duke for 5. So you've had them for a long 8 and 5. I'm getting stubborn and set in their ways. I'm getting that. But anyway, I'll do you next. But we've got from Pamela Bryant. She wants to know how many dogs are with her husband who has passed. I said every dog he's ever known. It's pretty simple. You've got a long bit of hair sticking out here. Ow! It's all over the place, my hair. They are barking constantly, and I don't know if it's insecurity or defensiveness. Okay. Barking constantly. Okay. Okay, Pamela Bryant's husband. Four of Sky, home, no, swords, rest. He's got at least 4 with him, Pamela. Constantly. 10 of Sky, again, 10 of Swords. I'm going to ask a question, and please feel you don't have to answer it, but was your husband in a lot of pain when he passed? Because I feel like that there were at least 4 with him when he actually passed. Comforting. Yeah. I've got the 10 of Sky, the 10 of Swords, pain. 6 of Sea, which is the 6 of Cups. I do feel that, yeah, okay, what? Thank you for sharing. You're moving. Okay, where are you moving to? What? Okay. I feel that maybe when he passed, he had some with one of the childhood dogs may have been with him as well. And 2 of C. Lots of emotion. Do you still have a couple of dogs? Do you still have 2 dogs? You're moving downtown. St. Paul, Minnesota, hey? Pamela, do you still have 2 dogs? Cameos here. I've been forgiven for accidentally bonking her on the head earlier. Oh, my baba. Well, really? Well, really? Okay. Thanks, Em. I feel like there's 2 dogs around you as well. You're leaving your mountain hamlet for the city. You can't wait. Sometimes I think I'd prefer a mountain hamlet, but then, you know, that's sometimes you think you prefer something and when you get it, no. But yeah, have a safe journey getting to where you go. I feel like there's 2 dogs around you, Pamela, at all times, but whether they're alive or not, I don't know. So and it's like they feel it's their job to be there for you. But yeah, he got at least 4 dogs with him, and one of the dogs that he would have had when he was a lot younger was with him when he passed, I think. And there's at least 2 dogs around you, but whether they're in spirit or real, I don't know if you have 2 dogs or not. 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands, in defense of you. They feel like it's their job to defend you. And they're old souls, these dogs. So the cat's all over everything. So yeah, he's got at least 4 dogs with him, and every now and then any dog he's ever owned who's passed, it's like come up and say hello. But yeah, the High Priestess is here. That spiritual wisdom, that depth of wisdom. Shelby Lisa, why does your dog look past you and bark? There's nothing behind me. What does she see? Well, she sees something, definitely. Shelby Lisa. Yep. So, Pamela Bryant, I hope that answered some questions. Keep it alone. Okay. Now, Marsha M, Lulu and Duke. They're barking constantly, and I take it it's not normal for them to be doing this. How long have they been barking constantly? I don't think it's those other dogs that are causing them to bark. Okay, Marsha, you're in Florida. Where are you in Florida again, Marsha? Martha? Sorry, got that. Hi, Lisa. Shelby Lisa, yep. Cooper City in Florida. Everything bites people, squirrels. 1 year. Yeah, well, that tells me something, is that I do feel like just might be to do with animals are very sensitive. Two of Sky, Two of Swords, picking up tensions, and Seven of Earth, and the Hermit. Lockdown. There's so much tension in the air all over the place, and Florida has been copping so much. Thank you. With such bad management on DeSantis's part, the Hermit, the Beacon, it's like I think they feel extra tension. I think a lot of dogs have been maybe acting a bit out of character, maybe barking more. Two of Sky, it's Crossroads. About a year, it's everything, bikes, people, squirrels. I've got a crossroad with Lulu's, like something to do with age. Maybe get her eyes tested. I don't know. Maybe she's having a bit more difficulty discerning things, so she barks at more. Seven of Earth, it's a consequence of something, but also I think that they are more tension just in general because of COVID. The Hermit, lockdown. Are you at home more because of COVID and everything? Maybe they need a little bit more, maybe a bit more exercise as well, or getting out a bit more. Hermit, lockdown, the tensions. Oh, he just felt so much. He's, yeah. Oh, that's a horrible thing. The disease one. Oh, bless you, bless him. Yeah, a great deal of comfort. You suffer from anxiety, and with COVID, it's been worse. Yeah, they're picking up at that. They have separation anxiety if you leave. They are definitely picking up on that. Picking up on your anxiety. Yeah, this little doggy is stuck up in a tree and he's anxious and not sure what's going on. Oh my goodness. Oh, Pamela. Oh, you have a rescue with you. The other two dogs, they're still there with you, and they understand. And yeah, it's a horrible thing to have to do. And you've gone and you've rescued one, and yeah. Yeah, definitely picking up on your anxiety and an increase in your anxiety with lockdown and everything. Ace of Sky, 2 of Fire, 9 of Fire. Energy and build up of energy. Yes, you've said something before about your daughter's dog. Yeah. They're there to look after you, Pamela. 9 of Fire. So much energy. It can be hard to get out more. Diego and Caesar. Martha, so when you leave, you're at home with them all the time. I don't know if there's a safe place where you can take them for a walk in the park or somewhere, or even just get outside if you have a yard that you can get outside into and let them run and play. And just be out there with them and take some deep breaths. You should do some meditation, Kathy. And definitely, if your anxiety is getting worse, you know that you should see someone. But yeah, COVID hasn't helped, and they're picking up on your anxiety. Ace of Skies, and I think you know that. With the Ace of Skies, the Ace of Swords. Earth Alpha Male. 2 sea dogs, the 2 of sea. Here's these 2 dogs that were there for Pamela again. And there's your 2 dogs. And the Emperor. And maybe be a little bit more firm with them. The Emperor, firmness and leadership. If you're uncertain and if you're shaky, they might not feel as safe as they could with you because of your anxiety, and that can cause them to feel less safe. So be a little bit firmer and be a little bit more, not firmer with them, but be a little bit more sure of yourself. So yeah, they're feeling a little bit of insecurity as well because you are so anxious, and your anxiety, I would say, is probably getting worse. So definitely, if you need to talk to your doctor or whoever about the anxiety, if you feel it's getting worse, do not ignore that. But also maybe do some meditation and maybe get outside into an outside space with them and just be a bit more confident with them so that they feel safe in that space. And hopefully then the barking might die down a bit and go back to normal levels. Such a shame that you had to do that. Okay. The doggy you have now, the doggies that are around you now. Yep. Yeah, if they're rescues, yep. He was going to be put down. Yeah, they need... Ooh, coffee man's here. Decaf cappuccino, bub?
Nescafe coffee or just the regular?
Nescafe one, thanks. Hi, Mary Thornbury. So, yeah, that's what I think. And also be a bit more confident in yourself because they came from hard things. If you're anxious, that can make them a bit more insecure and lead to more barking. Okay, Shelby Lisa, your dog keeps looking past you and barking at nothing. What is it seeing? What is your doggy seeing? Kathy W says, hi, James.
Hi. How you doing,
8 of Earth. I don't know. It could be seeing orbs. Yes, my sweet coffee husband. It's like this doggy is playing with these things floating in the air, so possibly orbs. Sky Guardian. Shelby Lisa, does your dog have a protective bark? Because I feel like he feels like he's got to protect you. Ace of Fire, energy, definitely. He's picking up on energy, possibly seeing some orbs, and he's feeling like, got to put it in its place. Got to put it in its place. 9 of Earth. He's top dog. Could be picking up on previous dogs, but I think he maybe sees some orbs and feels some energy, or sees some energy around. 2 of Earth.
What would be following me?
He's definitely seeing some energy of some sort, and he's definitely like,
Might be.
You know,
We get.
Leave my mum alone. I don't think it's anything. He just doesn't like the energy, or your dog doesn't like the energy. 2 of Earth, 9 of Earth. Dogs are very sensitive, but he's certainly putting someone in place. The Empress. Protector. Yeah, along with the Sky Guardian, which is she is talking. She is a talking dog. That makes sense. Yeah. Yes, very, very protective of you. I don't know if you feel there's anything uneasy about your house or where you are. If you do, maybe see something. Well, it could be. I don't know if you've had any doggies in the past that they're there, but she's definitely telling whatever the energy is. Yeah. I'm top dog here. Hi, Katie from Kathleen J. Lightworker. How are you? Okay. Mary Thornbury. I have a dog who showed up about 6 months ago. I think he was abused. Want to know if he will start trusting people. My other 2 dogs have helped him. If he's scared of people, then yes, he was abused. Which is just horrible. Is he going to start trusting people? The dogs are helping him. If the other 2 dogs show trusting people, we'll learn from them. But 6 months is still not a long time. He's still a bit snippy with people. So Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Your current dog might feel a little bit jealous at times too. He showed up. He had been sprayed with pepper spray. Oh my Lord. Oh, tell people keep their hands away from him, from his face. Not going to like hands in face. Or people who move quickly towards him. The trickster. Yeah. Somebody really did hurt him. It was very cruel. This is the devil card, the trickster. It was a very cruel thing to do, and probably wasn't the first time.
Okay.
The shaman. Processes, wisdom. It takes time. Thank you, sweetheart.
Right on. Okay.
It takes time. Yes, I got a decaf coffee, this is. So,
If he's not eating his food.
hey?
If he's not eating his food.
It's a bit late at night to be feeding him, Bub. It's after 9 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. So that's probably why he's not eating what you gave him. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Yes, creamy coffee. Patience. The shaman, the 5, the hierophant. Looking for some security. He will be taking his cues from the other dogs. He is starting out on a new, he will learn to trust again. We've got the Fool, which means putting faith in someone. So yes, I do feel he'll start trusting humans again. You first. But there's still a way to go. There's still a process to go. The shaman or the hierophant, it's all about processes. Excuse me. It's still a ways to go. But yes, but there might be some people, and it's not them, it's their size, their shape, the way they move, sort of thing that might trigger him off occasionally. But yeah, tell people don't put their hands near his face and don't wave things in front of him. And basically just sit back, and if he comes to them, stroke down the back of his face, of his head. Ace of Sky. And he will come to realize that he's got nothing to fear from you and the people around you. But yeah. What was done to him was horrible. It's not everyone, it's just certain people and of a certain size, or yeah. With those people, if they're around, they should just let him be, stay away from him, and sit down. If they talk to him, they should talk softly and just say hello, talk to him softly. And it's just that they remind this poor little fellow of the person who was cruel to them. And they will get to know this person's voice, that it's not the same voice, but visual is very important with dogs and stuff. And also I don't know if she checked if the pepper spray damaged the doggy's eyes or not. So it could be, yeah. Your sweet dog is a rescue, Katie. She's not aggressive, rather she is fearful. She's better now, but when she came from the hoardings, her name is Grania, after the Irish female pilot. No fear. Anyone else got some questions? Have I missed a question? I'm going fine after my shot. My arm was sore yesterday afternoon and this morning, but now the soreness is wearing off and it's just a little bit around where the shot was. I was very tired today and slept a good part of the day, but yeah. He sometimes nips the grandkids. One does not care, the other is scared of him. Yeah, just tell them don't come up on him too quickly. Yeah. That is good advice. But also just, yeah, it's still because he got pepper sprayed, things held in front of his face. So, yeah, again, from a distance, soft talking. And tell the one who doesn't care to be respectful. Just because he doesn't care that the dog nips him, he still should be respectful because it's a sign that he's not comfortable around them. So it could even have been, yeah. So just say, you know, yeah, let the dog come to them. Do you, Estelle Harrington, do I see Precious still hanging around the home? Precious, a dog or cat? Or a llama? Or what's Precious, Estelle? Stella's ringing a bell to go out. That girl owns you. She is the empress in your house. Your cat. You've obviously got a reason for asking. Precious, Guide to the Highest Truth. Estelle Harrington's cat Precious. She's still, who has passed, she's still hanging around home. The Hermit. The Emperor. Knight of Wands. A little bit of energy. She used to hide like under the bed or under couches or yeah. Yeah, they I think that they need a little bit more security. So you've really got to try and get tamped down on your anxiety there. Mm. Under the covers of the bed, yeah. It's hiding. The Emperor, we've got the Emperor here. Law and order. Definitely ruled your house, precious. Knight of Wands energy. How long has Precious been gone? Because lots of energy. I'm feeling lots and lots of energy. Ten of Treats. The Chariot. Page of Pentacles. Do you have any other cats? A few months. Okay, yeah. Do you have any other cats? And if so, does their food bowl move or something? Or have you still got Precious's food bowl? Moving on. The Chariot is momentum, moving on. Page of Pentacles. I do feel that, I do feel like she's still around, but not quite ready to let go yet. But still hanging on to you a bit. So there might be a couple of things that that gets disrupted. The Page of Pentacles can be disruptive. So her energy is still around, definitely, and maybe a couple of things get moved about or something. But I do feel she's getting to the stage where she's probably getting ready to move on, but she's not quite ready yet. Loved her mum. King of Cups. Page of Cups. Justice. The Page of Cups. Head down in the toilet. Oh, these cards are wonderful. She's looking towards moving on, but she's not going to do that until she's happy that you're comfortable and emotionally comfortable. Not over her, but dealt with it. She's got other jobs to do. She's got other people to bring messages to. She was special. Yes, that was her. But she won't move on until she thinks that you are comfortable. But yeah, justice. You're justified in thinking it was her. It was her. Yeah, she's still around. It can be hard. I do not know what we will do when our fur babies each pass. I don't even like thinking about it. It just brings tears to my eyes. Just thinking about it. Hi, Melissa Miller. You just rescued Patches from under a shed for 10 years. Oh, my goodness. Are slow to warm to each other. Is Patches a dog? And Tuffy? You are wonderful people who rescue animals from horrible situations like that. Patches is new. They're slow to warm to each other. Are we looking at doggies here with Patches and Tuff, or a dog and a cat? Yeah. They're both cats. Okay. Okay. Cats can be notoriously slow to warm to other cats. More so if the new cat is a full-grown one. So that's not something to really worry about. Poor Patches. So Patches and Tuffy. Let's have a look. They're slow to warm to each other. But they're not fighting, are they? You've had Tuffy for 8 years. Well, Tuffy definitely is. Good morning. Rules thinks it, yeah, Tuffy definitely thinks he's king of the house. Possibly feels that's a little bit threatened, but is a Manx. Never claimed. Okay, I don't know much about Max, but oh, Precious was 19. Oh. Occasionally allowed interchange. That's only occasionally, so it's not all the time, and that's good. Knight of Swords, so yeah, I think maybe at first Tuffy felt very protective. Ace of Pentacles, offer. Hi, Linda B. Okay, interesting question. The Star, balance. The relationship's going to balance out. Ace of Pentacles, it's like Six of Cups. Five of Wands. Look, there's going to be the occasional spat. And that happens with people who have multiple cats. They spend the night out. Yeah. So, yeah. It could be a fight to get your attention. But no, I do think things will settle down with them. There might always be a little bit of a dab for attention, Melissa. That also, the thing about the Five of Wands, it's conflict that can be worked out and resolved. And I do feel that this is what's going to happen with them. Seven of Pentacles, assessment. Yeah, they're still eyeing each other, assessing the situation. Yeah, one's always going to try and get away with something. But, yeah, I think overall it will be sort of like, look at it this way. They might have their little spats, but they'll get comfortable with each other. And if another cat attacked one of them, the other would defend it. So usually she retracts them. That may be her getting more confident with you, but yeah, let her know that that's not on. But was she sitting on you, or were you walking past her? Because sometimes when I walk past Cameo, she's like, and she's just sitting there, and she's on something. I'll walk past, and as I'm walking past, this paw comes out with the claws half out. Yeah, the claws half out, and swats to get my attention. So, yeah, there's going to be some argy-bargy for your attention, but they'll work it out between them, and they'll be okay. Linda B, how will your cat be? You have a 17-year-old cat, an older cat. Has she been around dogs before? Okay, Debbie Fitzsimmons, let's see. These are cats. Buddy, Callie and Marty ever get along? About 5 years ago with their daddy. And they just don't get along. Debbie, I'll have a look at that question first. But first I'll have a look at Linda G's. How will your cat be when you get the support dog? Well, support dogs are trained for all sorts of circumstances. Yeah, she's probably not going to be that happy. She's going to see it as something taking attention away from her. Queen of Swords. King of Wands. But I do feel like the dog, if it's a support dog, it's going to be a really well-trained dog. And they've been trained to deal with all sorts of things, including hostile, old, grumpy, and jealous cats. Two of Swords. Look, 17-year-old, your cat is actually coming to a crossroads in its life. So I think she'll just not be too bothered. She doesn't really, if she had her way, there wouldn't be a dog there, but I don't think she'll be too bothered. She might occasionally swat at him or swat at the dog or try and make it feel like but yeah. I think your cat will tolerate the dog, and the dog will just be like not bothered when it's got its working harness on, of course, very well trained, and just like, wait, you going to play with me or not? That sort of thing. Okay, will Buddy, Callie, and Marty ever get along? How long have they been together? 5 years. Oh my goodness. No. If they haven't sorted it out in 5 years, 10 of Swords, it's like, yeah, not going to happen. 4 of Swords, but they have to share a home. The 4 of Wands home and Justice, and yeah. Buddy, I take it, was yours, and had you to himself for 2 years as a little fella. And then I take it that your partners had those 2 cats for quite a while to themselves too. So there's quite a bit of jealousy for attention as well. So his cats don't like it when he gives Buddy attention. Buddy doesn't like it when you give them attention. It's very much a yep. You're a family, and there's family squabbles with the 10 of treats. You're a family, and there's family squabbles, and there's often a lot of manipulation for attention too. So, yeah, Debbie Fitzsimmons. I think the other reason, Melissa Miller, your other cat, is cautious around Patches. Tuffy's cautious, is that probably senses that Patches has not had the best of life. Past 2 years ago. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I know you'll look after them. They've been needing extra care from you, I think. Yeah, cats can be very jealous. Yeah. But then Callie and Marty probably miss their dad, so they want extra attention from you. And Buddy's not good with that. There's always going to be some attention. But it's very clear to me that you love all 3 cats. Yeah. Callie's the oldest, isn't she? I love the death card here, the vacuum cleaner. Oh, I just had a few reversals pop up. Yeah, I think, yeah, Callie's the oldest. I think she might be getting, if she's 18 years old, she might be getting very grumpy and tired. So she might be a bit more irritable. Her irritability is going to get greater. But there might be some sort of a truce between the boys. But, yeah, Callie's more like, just leave me alone. She probably does miss her dad a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. She still grieves for her daddy. Aww, poor baby. Yeah, they'll get there. They'll be okay, those 2. Okay, any more questions? Yeah, both Linda B and Debbie, the two cats, they are getting old. Linda B's cat and Callie. So, you know, they're going to get a bit more cranky and all that. Patty R, hello. Is my dog Lula okay with our new dog Rascal? How old's Lula? Two of Earth. Manipulation. Bit of a standoff. And how long have you had Rascal? Okay, so Lula is 5, and how long have you had Rascal? 2 of Sky, so 2 and 2, 2 of Earth, 2 of Sky. Two weeks, yeah. Yeah, she's feeling a little bit like, oh, not too sure about this. Lula is sort of making up her mind. Is Rascal or Rescue? Because I've got the 5 of Earth here, out in the cold, neglected. Is he a rescue? Yeah, because in Rascal's past, there's it's a crossroads. Rascal might be having a few anxiety issues. I think Lula will be fine. We've got the 6 of Fire, which means everything will work out. Sky Puppy, Rascal's going to get some energy. I think they'll be fine. I think they will. It take a little while, but they will get along fine. I think Lula is going to be. How old's Rascal? Rascal's going to be able to relax a little bit, and I think like Lula might end up sort of like mothering him, but it's going to take 2 to 3 years. It's going to take a little while, and maybe like mothering him. So I do see the lovers getting along fine, a really good relationship. Earth Guardian, but it's going to take a little while. It's a big change. It's a change for Lula, and she's got to accept. Now, we've got the Death card here, but that's change, and change for the better. And 7 of Fire. Yeah, I do think Lula's going to end up being a bit of a bit mothering over Rascal. I think she is okay, but Rascal needs time to settle in and to feel safe and stuff. But yeah, and I think Lula's going to end up quite the mothering figure. It's a change for Lula, but it's a change that she's comfortable with, I think. And of course, it's a wonderful change for Rascal. Congratulations on rescuing him, Patty. Okay, any more questions, guys? And it is going to be a slow process with that Earth Guardian, which is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Do we do other creatures like the ones in the forest, or is this just cats and dogs? I should make a fantastic mum. I'm not sure I understand your question, Estelle. Is it? Estelle, I'm not sure I understand your question. Yeah. Oh, do I read on other animals? Yes. I don't just do dogs and cats. I mean, yeah, I read on a rooster, haven't I, Debbie? I've read on a chinchilla. Animals that live in the forest and used to hang around here. Do you want to know what's happened to them? Okay, we can have a look at that. Has there been more urbanisation around you? Where are you, Estelle? King of the Earth, stability, Ace of Water, emotions, energy. The High Priestess. The Guardian of the Forest. Is that an owl? They're much more Page of Water. They are very intuitive animals, and also they do pick up on illness and the feeling it's not, they're awake to things like illness and an unhealthy environment and changes within that environment with the Death card here. This is interesting because honestly, this guy's wearing the outfit of a plague doctor with the plague mask and everything. Ah, Sasquatches. Yeah. The Star. No, there's been some changes. They're taking in a different direction. They don't want to. And they're very good. And the illness as well. The Star, hope, moderation, and the changes in the physical changes around it. Yeah, they're moving further and further in and feeling embattled because, of course, humans just can't do anything in moderation. So there's a mix why a lot of animals, not just your friends, the Sasquatch, but also other animals that used to be more prevalent than they are now. Yeah, a mix of urbanisation, it's COVID, of course. And the intuitiveness of animals. Knight of Air. Protection, chaos, manipulation. Yes, urbanization is one big reason as well. That, yeah, so they're retreating further and further into things. Their voices are heard less and less. So, yeah, mixture of things. Okay, I've got 10 more minutes before I'm going to sign off. So, does anybody have a question? That's all right, Estelle. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Yeah, no, that's okay. Oh, Patty R, is your cat Rascal? Charlie okay with Rascal? We've established that Lulu's happy. Working at the moment. Yep. Well, you still can. Hi, Michelle Mabel. Rascal. Look, I don't think she's going to be real bothered because she's used to Lulu, the Fool. You know, she might, Rascal might learn a few lessons about approaching Charlie, but honestly, Charlie's pretty much, it's just a new friend to play with and stuff. They might get the occasional swat, but no, I think she's pretty okay with it, especially if she's okay with Lulu. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, she'll stand her ground. She'll stand her ground if she needs to. But yeah, human generic. My son has been traveling in the country in his car with his cat. She feels the need to come back home. It's full of cats. Her name is Clementine. Yeah, I do feel that too. Clementine. Six of Wands, Five of Wands, the Star, better environment for her judgment. Yeah, I think your son's going to come to that realization. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. She knows that pack, I think. She knows the cats you have, and she'll be fine. Seven of Cups. Yeah. Oh, I think she's a cheeky girl. She's a cheeky girl. But I do think she'll be fine. Hi, Michelle Mabel. So any more questions? Yeah, I mean, if Rascal annoys Charlie will let him know. Yeah. Clementine will be fine. Integrate. She will. If she's integrated once before, she'll be good. You have a miniature schnauzer, Michelle Mabel. How does she feel about her life? Okay. She's the grandmother of all of them. Oh, respect. Granny will rule the roost. She knows how to play them. That's what that 7 of Cups was about. Gaslighting. She'll know how to play them. They don't have a chance against Granny. Okay. How does Michelle, Maggie, miniature schnauzer, feel about life? Yeah, she'll be happy to be back home. She'll rule the roost. Okay. Michelle Belsman, how does she feel about life? Was she a rescue, Michelle? Seven of Fire. No, not a rescue. I've got the 8 of Sky, which can mean confinement or caught up. I feel also that might be she's happy within certain confines. You take her out of her confines, she's not so confident. Stand her ground. She likes her boundaries. 10 of Earth. She's, yeah, happy, good with her family. She feels very lucky. But she does like her boundaries. She's your number one. Yeah. Yeah, she's not afraid to say that either. She sees the other dogs as her family, with the 10 of Earth there and the 6 of Sea. She's not ever going to outgrow the puppy. An Earth puppy. There she is. Is she a little troublemaker at times? Yeah, I think she maybe feel a little bit crowded in at times with the other dogs. So she's not afraid to stand her ground. Yeah, she's a troublemaker. Yeah, Earth puppy, the disruptive little puppy, and not growing out of it. And she's always going to be like that. But overall, she's happy. She's happy. I think she doesn't like it when some of the other dogs like crowd her in. She's not too fond of being crowded in or jumped on, or you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, no, she's happy, Michelle. She doesn't like being like having the others crowd in on her but when they do that, she lets them know, no, that's good. No, get away from me, you know. She's like that. So yeah. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the pet special. I love doing them. Yeah. So please take care. And I will talk to you on Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday unless something big happens. Okay. So thank you very much for joining me. Okay. Bye-bye. Love you all.